So this is the Sony Bravia XR X90J. Well, I'm just going to call this the Sony 90, but anyways, this is the 50-inch TV. I used this to replace an LG TV that broke while in the move, but I decided this is the newest model, the 2021 model of this TV, so I decided I would go ahead and record a video. So let's just go through the quick specs of this TV and decide, is this worth the upgrade from the X900, or should you save some money, get the X900 if they have it on sale, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and just quickly go over the specs. So this TV retails for originally $1,299. However, this can be found on sale. I know currently right now it is on sale for $999. I've seen it when I bought it, it was $1,099, so it kind of constantly goes on sale. So if you see the $1,299.99, don't be flustered. Most likely it will go on sale in a little bit. But this replaces the Sony X90J, I believe. This is their almost the top tier lineup without going all the way to OLED screens. So I believe that they will have an X95J coming out if it's not already out. Which replaces the X950H TV that Sony had last year. So this is a great TV. This is a Google TV, has Google TV built in. As you can see, the interface is super nice, super easy, nice and clean, nothing too drastic. So we're gonna go just through this real quick and decide, is this worth something like something like the LG NanoCell TV model that this competes with, or even let's say the Samsung 70 or the Samsung 80, but we're gonna see if this should compete with those. Okay, so first off, this is a 4K screen. This is the 50-inch TV from Sony. It is, again, a good amount of money, but it can be found on sale. I will say one thing that I do hate about this TV are the legs. If you can see, one's here, the one's here. I have a Bose speaker right here just to kind of give it some oomph when it comes to sound, because we'll get into that a little later. But the TV, the feet are here and here, and they do look nice, but I just wish that this TV had kind of a center foot stand or center stand rather than the wide angle. And you can't change how it kind of angles in or anything like that. It has to be just like this, straight forward and backwards. So I wish that it did have a center stand right in the middle, but you do make some compromises for this TV, but overall it's a great TV. Other than that, the build quality is really nice. It's really sleek, very thin in my opinion, especially for a TV like this. Has decent speakers, not the best speakers in the world, but it does have decent speakers, and this does have a VESA mount, so you can mount it onto a wall. As you can see, the screen is beautiful, it's nice, it's crisp, it's clear. The interface, like I said, Sony they have used the Android TV, but now they've moved to the Google TV. The TV is very responsive when it comes to the Google interface. Unlike the Android TV, it was very laggy. You'd have to wait a little bit and then it would finally go, but this, super easy, super nice. You can see here, we can go and let's just do YouTube TV and just see. As you can see, it just brought it up really quickly, really easily, and just like that. This is a great TV when it comes to speed. It's a lot better than the Android TV that it's replacing, in my opinion. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but overall, especially with the sales, it goes about dollar to dollar with that TV, the Sony X900H TV, so great TV. When it comes to ports, this has 4 HDMI ports, one of which is an eARC, so it does 4K at 120 Hertz, which is great for video games and like that. And also I love that it has eARC because it kind of future proofs it in a way that you don't have to next year or in 2 years or anything like that. You have to replace it because it's out of date. It does have the eARC at 120 Hertz. I do wish it had another eARC port, but I'm not complaining. I use the ARC port with my Bose system right here, and it works great in my opinion. Sounds great and all that. But to continue with the ports, it also has your video in port. It also has your headphone port in case you want to listen to this with headphones. I don't know if you'd have a long enough cord to go from here to wherever, but if you so choose, you can plug headphones into this. I guess maybe a gaming headphone or anything like that. You can plug it into this TV. It has an optical port, so if you're not using the eARC, or you can't use the eARC because you need that fourth HDMI port, you can use the optical audio port right here, and it will work just as fine. You just have to have this remote and whatever remote your audio system has in order to control both the sound. But for HDMI, I do love that you can control the sound with one remote, not multiple remotes. So that's always good in my opinion. And then there are two USB ports right here, so you can plug in, let's say, your phone, your anything like that, a tablet, to share content. And it's there. You have two of them, so that's nice. This does again have Google TV, so therefore it does have Chromecast, so you can just share any kind of content you want via Chromecast, sharing it to the screen. So that's also nice too. But again, you do have all, like say you want to watch something on YouTube TV, or you want to watch YouTube, you do have that right here, as you can see right there. So again, super fast, super fluid, but you do have a bunch of different apps, and because this is a Google TV, you have tons of apps. It's not just limited to what ties in, I think, over at the Samsung side. You do have the app gallery of Google built into this TV, so that's also nice. And then you do have your Ethernet port as well, so that's nice that you have your Ethernet port, so you can connect this straight to your internet. If you have a router that's sitting right here, let's say you have this in the living room, you can plug it straight into a router, so you can have that fast wired connection. However, I've got it set up for the wireless connection on here, so nothing major, anything fancy or anything like that, but it is nice that I do have that option if I want to, versus just not having it. I think there's one TV, whether it's Samsung, that the new Samsungs, that you can only have wireless, you can't have wired, so it is a little weird, but this does give you a couple of different options. Okay, other than that, that's the port selection on this TV. It is great. In my opinion, the ports are amazing. It looks really good. And so you do have a good amount of ports. You do have some selection. You don't have to be limited to one or the other. When it comes to the screen itself, again, like I said, beautiful screen. So as you can see, the color is great on here, just out of the box. It's amazing. Let me see if I can go to let's see here if I can do your picture settings right now. So this is the standard picture that you get whenever it's out of the box. This is just standard right here, but you can change it to different settings. Let's go to, so this is vivid, and it just brings out the colors of this screen. This screen right here gets really dark. It's not an OLED screen, but it is very nice. It is a great, beautiful screen. It looks amazing. The blacks get black, the whites get really white, the greens and all the colors just pop. It does, in my opinion, sometimes tend to get a little bit too vivid, but overall, great screen. I don't think anybody's going to be upset with this TV when it comes to visuals. It does have, in my opinion, I've noticed that it did have some issues with blur. There was one scene, I forgot what, I think it was a TV show, and the screen was, there was some motion rate blurring, but overall it wasn't too bad. So I'm not going to get into super technical specs of this TV, but I will say this is HDR10 certified. It has your Dolby Vision as well, so this can handle Dolby Vision content. Very nice. I really like that it can handle that. Overall, great. The refresh rate on this is 120. It does have a bunch of apps built in, along with the Google TV, the Play Store app as well. And this does work with Google Assistant and your Amazon Alexa, so you can have that natively put in to this TV, which is really nice that you do have that option. You don't have to stick with one or the other, or like with Samsung's, you do have Bixby. So this, you can do Google Assistant or your Amazon Assistant as well. It does have a voice controller right here. We'll go into this controller in a minute, but this controller is really nice. It did take a minute for me to get used to the slimness of this controller, but overall it is a really nice controller. It feels good in the hand after a little bit, and it does have a bunch of functions and customizability, and it does have your presets like your Netflix, your YouTube, your Disney Plus, and your Amazon Prime Video. So it is nice that you do have that, and then you have your home and back button and all that. So I really like this remote right here. It is a great little remote, and it works really good with this TV. Overall, this TV is great. Again, it's supposed to compete with the LG NanoCell 9 series or 90 series, I guess. I'm not sure which one it is, but it does compete in that lineup with price and features of the LG. It does compete with the, I believe, the Samsung 80 or the 70A, one of those. But overall, this is a great TV. I replaced an LG TV with this one. The LG TV was nice, but I will say that because of the interface, the LG interface, I just wasn't a huge fan of the LG TV when it came to the interface, and that kind of really bugged me. I dislike the scroll wheel of the LG TV. I don't like the point and all that as well. It's very finicky, and if you move it for any reason, all of a sudden it just shows up and you have to wait a little bit for it to disappear. So I'm not a huge fan of the LG software. I know they finally changed the software to kind of be a little bit better, but overall I'm just not a fan of the LG software. The Samsung Tizen software, it is nice, it is easy to use, but there's not really a whole lot of functions on the remote, anything like that, and you do have to kind of search through different settings and all that to find certain things, whereas this is just super easy. Let's just press home real quick, and just like that, I'm back at home. And again, you have all these different things. You got apps, you got continued watching and all that. So overall, I really like this TV. I like the remote. Again, it does have the remote, and the best part is it is voice activated, so you can say play the originals, and just like that, it's going to start playing the TV show. The originals is going to pull up whatever the TV show is on. So for instance, the originals is on Netflix, and it pulls it up, and there you go. Here's the originals right there, and you can just resume, anything like that. So it's really nice that you do have this option. You do have the voice assistant, and it is very responsive. If you use any Google, you can use this. You can combine this with your, I guess, your Google Home and all that to set this up as a Google Home hub. So that's also really nice. Overall, this is a great TV. Is it worth the original $1299.99? Is it worth a sale price, anything like that? I definitely would say yes. It is a little bit more expensive. You do get great features with this TV. Thank you for watching. This has been my kind of review or walkthrough of the Sony X90J TV. Again, super long name. Let's just say Sony X90J. This is the 50-inch. They do have a 55-inch, a 65-inch, and I believe a 75-inch of this TV. I may be wrong, but this is the 50-inch, and I believe for a small to medium-sized room, this TV is a great size. If you want it in the living room, I mean, it would definitely work for the living room, but I would go slightly higher, 55 or 65-inch. But anyways, thank you guys for watching again. This has been my quick review of the Sony X90J. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I post another video. Until then, everyone, stay safe. Peace.